This is the maxed out. Yeah. This is the Dubai cookie of Italian beefs, man. I was just doing it all.
When you think of iconic Chicago foods, what do you think of first? Deep dish pizza is a favorite among tourists, but locals don't actually eat it that often. Chicago dogs come to mind, but you really have to like relish in sweet peppers on your hot dog.
And honestly, and arguably, the most iconic food in Chicago is the Italian beef sandwich.
And we've never had it, so today we're gonna try it for the first time. Oh, fuck. I moved back to Chicago in December. I'm a huge fan of the Bear, and yet I've never had an Italian beef sandwich.
And the thing is, it's been like 6 months. We've been talking about going, but unfortunately, they're closed today. There's gotta be other options.
So we set out to find the B.B.B.B., the best bang for your buck beef. We wanted to try everything from the local chains to a fancy restaurant in the Willis Tower. And to find the best spot, we called up our buddy Corey. He's a storyteller. He cares just as much about the history and lore of each restaurant as he does the food itself. That's why we're featuring him in our next edition of Creator Mag. More info at the end of the video.
I'm Corey Wagner. I'm part of a couple different YouTube channels. One of them is Corey Wagner Chicago. It's my personal channel where I do a lot of kind of Chicago tourism or beyond, actually. Been doing a lot of day trips that are really fun. And then I'm also part of another couple channels. We have Eat Local, where we do a lot of local food reviews. And then Number 6 with Cheese, which is kind of your chain restaurant reviews. And yeah, been doing that since 2016.
You ready to eat some meat?
I'm ready to eat some beef.
Cheers.
Love it.
We're here downtown right now. We were just near Millennium Park. So Corey, what are we doing today?
All right, today's all about Italian beefs. We're taking you from the cheapest to the most expensive. We're ending with an Italian beef that's over $30. Wagyu Italian beef. Can you imagine?
I love how he says that. But yeah, anyway, so we're starting with $7, Mr. Beef, which is the inspiration for the restaurant in the Bear. Going all the way up to $31 located in the Willis Tower. Yeah, what's up, Chris?
Just like must be worth it.
I told you not to fucking mention that. We're doing our own thing here. All right, let's get to it. You want to get two and split them between the four of us? What are we feeling?
I think one.
Just one?
We're going to a couple of places.
Here it's the Italian beef and sausage. We're going with just the Italian beef sandwich. Okay, we want the regular.
Do we have to get sweet pepper though?
I mean, I feel like we definitely got to get sweet or sweet and hot. What do you prefer? Do you want sweet?
I'm not a hot guy, unless you guys want hot peppers.
No. We can do just sweet.
Just
I'm cool with that. No additional toppings, I don't think. And then I guess the slightly wet. That's probably the move. I mean, it's standard.
Slightly wet.
Yeah, stick with that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
$9.48 for Portillo's.
For Portillo's, $9.48. Good to go?
Good to go.
See what the slightly wet. Look at that beauty.
Okay, so what do we got on it?
Okay, so this is the Italian beef. We've got the sweet peppers, thin shaved beef, and then the bun. A little bit of wetness in there.
It's like a French roll, right? Traditionally too.
Yeah, I think there's a specific brand that a lot of the places use around the city. And it's one of the only soggy breads I like. Generally speaking, soggy bread, not good for me. But for whatever reason, the bread soaks up the juices. It's just delicious.
First beef of the day.
You ready for the chop in half?
Let's get meaty, boys.
From the juices that they keep it kind of marinating in, it was just phenomenal.
I feel like to your point about like, this is fast food. You know, it's like, it's above fast food, but it's like, yeah, thinly sliced brisket. Like this isn't something in McDonald's where it's just like sitting in a fridge somewhere, you know, they're actually marinating it. They're actually slicing it and whatnot. You see them slicing it back there. It's sweet. The peppers add the sweetness.
Yep. That's delicious. I'm telling you, there's something about this bread that is good when it's soggy and like has those meat juices in it. It just adds flavor. It just is really good.
I'm a fan. I don't know if we're doing like...
Oh my gosh, I've been way too unceremonious about this. Is this your first Italian beef experience?
It's admittedly my first one, yeah.
That's amazing. So you're feeling good about it?
I'm usually not a beef sandwich guy. Sure, would you like to try any? Or should I just go for it?
Yeah, I'm good on a couple bites. Would you like?
Is this, so you've had one before?
I've had one, not from here, but my dad used to get these growing up. Usually get them dipped though, but yes, with the giardiniera.
Giardiniera.
How do you pronounce that? Pretty decent.
And this is kind of like, admittedly, the chain one. So I wouldn't necessarily say this is the most delicious one, but I also don't think there's any bad ones. I think when it comes to Italian beefs, you're not gonna find a bad one. You're just gonna find ones that have different degrees of deliciousness.
I feel like part of the conversation here too is like the Italian beef is naturally a cheap item, right?
Absolutely,
Like,
that's
it's
how it was
kind of
born from.
Like, what is the beef on the Italian beef too? Is it the kind of like burnt ends? Not burnt ends, but you know, like what cut is it, I guess?
This is where I go to ChatGPT and ask it some questions. Let's take a look. Top round roast. Yeah, ideal for slow cooking and thin slicing. Okay, top round is what we're dealing with here.
Out of like sandwiches, I would say like it's a solid 6 out of 10.
I think that's fair. 6 out of 10 it is. I think Shu is a leader here and we're all followers. And I respect him for it. I mean, he did nail it. I do think that's a pretty fair representation of it.
Me personally, I would have liked a little bit more dipped.
Which is that's one of the great things about this. It is all kind of personal preference, and you can go from dry to soaking, sopping wet, and then they'll ask you. It's your choice, you know. It's kind of fun. Choose your own adventure type deal. It's like an R.L. Stine novel, but for beef sandwiches.
This is why we brought him.
Well, what do you think? Off to the next spot?
All right, Corey, so we just left Portillo's. We're headed to our second location right now, Al's.
The originator.
What can you tell us about this spot?
So this is one of my favorite stories in all of Chicago food culture. So a quick background on the history of this place. Al's Beef started when Al went to what's called a peanut wedding, which is basically like a cheap wedding where instead of serving plated food, it's more buffet style, or sometimes they would even serve peanuts. That's where I got the name. And he noticed that people were slicing beef into sandwiches. And he thought that if he could thin slice that beef, he could up the profit margin and sell it out of his essentially food truck that he was selling at construction sites. And so he did that and started making these thin cut beef sandwiches that he was marinating in their juices with his own little special blend of spices. But it didn't quite take off. He was just doing this at construction joints. And it didn't take off until his son went to prison. After coming home from prison, he had met a couple guys who were connected. He wanted to use his dad's sandwiches, which didn't have a brick and mortar. They were still selling them out of the cart. He wanted that to be the front for the bookie joint. The sandwiches ended up being so popular that they outpaced the bookie business. They bought out all the connected guys, and then Al's Beef became what Al's Beef is. So it all started from a prison relationship and peanut wedding sliced meats.
The original Italian beef sandwich influencer, if you will.
That's right, that's right.
You were telling us, Corey, too, beforehand, this is not the original location
Right,
of Al.
a lot of locations. There's over 70 locations for Al's Beef. So if you want one, hit the Google machine and see if they got one near you.
Where's the original one as well?
Taylor Street for the original. Little Italy, fantastic area. We're gonna keep it consistent with the wet. We're gonna keep it consistent with the sweet peppers. Although I'm telling you right now, it breaks my heart to not get hot jardinera. That's fine.
Are those spicy peppers?
Oh yeah.
Am I eating this one or are you eating this?
You can do it.
I can do the germ.
Oh, let's go. Back it on up. 10-15 for this, just so we remember that.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Pretty similar looking. I'll tell you what, Italian beefs, because of the moistness of the bread, it is easier to cut.
So we're starting with the standard, with the sweet peppers.
Yeah.
Wet as well. Shua got a variation to add on top of this. What's on yours, Shua?
Usually, I get it super dipped. But the thing about super dipped though, you have to eat it immediately.
Oh,
Otherwise,
it's a ticking time
it's
bomb.
like the worst.
Yeah.
So I got that, and with jardinera, because I like spice.
Solid move. I like Shua's move. The jardinera is delicious.
There we go. Oh, this looks so good.
Oh my
Wow.
God. All right.
Not even close. So much better.
Isn't that better?
That's so good.
That is really good.
Tastes really fresh.
It tastes fresh. It's just a little bit more flavor. Like 10% more flavor.
The juice
and yeah.
tastes so much richer.
L's is great and all. I don't even consider them, they're up there. They're just, I think there's better ones even than this. I'm excited to continue this journey. Though I know we're keeping this to downtown,
Yeah.
but just a little info for folks watching this that are looking for the best of the best. My money's on Johnny's. It's technically in Chicagoland area. It's not technically in the city. It's in one of the suburbs, but I mean, it's right on the border and it's phenomenal.
I like how the beef is kind of like, it's so thinly cut that like, I don't call it like crunchy, but you know, it like has texture.
Yeah, it does. The bread kind of like, this is probably just a me thing. but I love taking croutons and putting them in soup.
Yeah.
And it's a delicious move. This bread kind of reminds me of when the croutons start to soak up some of those soup juices. It's got the same like delicious texture.
If Portillo's is here, Al's is here.
Yes.
I agree.
Consistency is boring. Sure, showing up is the first step for any creative person, but guess who's made the most free throws of all time? Not MJ, not LeBron, and nope, not Kobe. It was this guy.
What?
We didn't get into this line of work just to do the same thing over and over again. Where's the fun in that? Go take a lot of shots. Create something no one's ever seen. Do it alone. Do it together. Do it all. And do it on Fourth Wall, the all-in-one platform for creators. Launch your brand on your terms.
What's your favorite Italian beef in the city? Al's?
We did Portillo's,
Yep.
we did Al's.
Yep.
Where are we headed to next?
Okay, next we're going to hit our kind of mid-range Italian beef at Bari. This place is awesome. It's any place that's built like this, I'm obsessed with. The grocery store mixed with the food counter. It's just a fantastic spot.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for this one. Also, where'd that backpack come from?
Were you wearing pants?
All right, let's go.
I got a question for you. Do you guys happen to have like a plastic knife?
So we just got the sandwich from Bari, and it was $15.50 for the Italian beef. It's a pretty big boy. You can see Corey holding it right now.
Also, real quick apologies for the disgusting amount of sweat on my body. It's an insane heat wave right now. We're creeping into the 90s in Chicago with some insane humidity. Okay, look at this. It's a wet beef, so it's gonna be easy to grip through, but it's gonna be messy and disgusting. It's like delivering a baby. It's beautiful, but you're gonna get dirty.
When you originally sent the email for this project, I think the subject line was some beefs with the boys.
Some beefs at the boys. Yeah.
There's just plenty of beef.
That should be a band name. All right, you ready for this rip?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, they pre-cut it. All right, we got perforated edges of Italian sandwiches. I love that.
Just the beef and the sub, pretty
Just
much.
beef
right?
and bread, baby.
Well, cheers.
Cheers. Oh my God.
That's the best.
That is really good.
Yeah.
I just love the sogginess of this. This has a really good dip to it.
Dude, the beef, I feel like, has been just slowly broiling and sitting in a vat of beautifulness.
That's right. I'm sure it has. I talked to recently a surprising good Italian beef. I just had it for the first time. Vito and Nick's, known for their tavern style pizza. Rose, the owner, brought up some Italian beef for me to eat and told me that it's a 3-day process for her to at least cook hers. I don't know if that's the case with this stuff, but it takes a while to make some good Italian beef. It's a slow and steady type of move. But in flavor, I think El's beef actually blows us away in flavor.
Really?
I think so.
It's crazy how they just took it out and it's already this wet, too.
Isn't it nuts? Now, you grew up with some Italian beefs. I'm excited to hear, and he's also a dip fan, which I love. Excited to hear the, Jesus, you monster. I'm excited to hear what Shuat thinks about it.
I haven't had lunch yet, so that's why I'm taking a huge bite. I think without the spice, without the giardiniera, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's true.
For me, I like the spice and the extra bit of flavor.
It's just juicy.
It's very juicy,
Very juicy.
but it's like the perfect amount of dip.
I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I really
Ooh,
like the
I
beef.
like that.
I really like the
that.
beef.
6.8 out of 10.
I think that's respectable and reasonable. I'm going as low as a 6.1.
Wow.
Actually, let me bump that up to a 6.5 out of respect.
I was honestly going to do that at first.
6.5?
Yeah.
There's something really cool about going to a grocery store and ordering at the counter. It's super neighborhoody. I think people like it because a lot of people, I think they've been coming for generations. Could be up to 3 meals, man. That's what you come here for, not for like, oh, I want the best one possible. All right, guys, so now we're getting into the fancy sandwich of the day. Now, truth be told, I know my fair amount about foods, but I didn't know about the expensive Italian beefs. This is a Nate find, so why don't you tell us a little bit about this crazy delicacy?
Yeah, so I'm reading off of Eater right now. This one is $31 for the Wagyu How do you say it?
Yeah, Wagyu.
Yeah, Wagyu Italian beef with raclette whiz, which is essentially just like fancy cheese whiz, right?
Yeah, and Chicago folks will be familiar with the raclette because of the big Christmas thing that happens every year downtown. They got the stinky cheese wheels that they melt and scrape off raclette sandwiches.
The chef behind this restaurant, Kindling, Jonathan Sawyer, so he actually worked at Mr. Beef, the spot that's the inspiration for the bear, for several years. And in 2023, inspired by the show, he was like, I have this fancy restaurant and I'm gonna make like my fancy version. It may not be like Michelin star level, but like that Michelin star-esque version of an Italian beef. So that's why it's expensive.
I love the background story. I didn't know that he used to work at Mr. Beef's, and now he runs like a fancy joint. Good for you, sir.
Also, where's this restaurant located?
Now, it depends on who you ask. It's either the Willis Tower or the Sears Tower.
Sears Tower.
Thank you very much. The real ones know it's Sears all day. It's this beauty right behind us. We're here to try that Italian beef sandwich. I think we're just gonna split one of those and do like a little, chat about it a little bit.
Only one of those.
I think so, right?
All right, let's start with that.
And we're doing the raclette cheese on it too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you should do it with cheese.
Yeah. This is the Chatel Farms Italian beef, 25 bucks. It's got Caruso's Giardiniera, rotisserie au jus, Wagyu suet toasted roll, and then French fries. And then we added the raclette cheese whiz for 5 bucks, bringing our grand total to $30, not counting tax. That is wild.
I mean, the split into 3, they were very kind. They split them into 3 for us.
Money move, love that.
I love the wrap, just like the text on it. It's very clean. It's very cute.
Yep.
Probably the smallest one yet.
The smallest and most expensive. Isn't that the way the world works?
I feel like my expectations are pretty high.
Oh, my expectations are as high as the Sears Tower, dude. That's what it's looking like. There's the cheese on there.
Dude, look at mine.
That's incredible.
I got
It smells good. Cheers.
Is this the
This is
best
like
one?
a $5 bite you're about to take, by
Yeah.
the way. That's really good. Saltier than most. I dig it though. It's nice getting some of the giardiniera on there. I dig that. Obviously, you can get giardiniera on the other ones,
It's more firm. It's not as like juicy, tender.
which is what you kind of have to do when you're at a place like this. This is
Right,
too
right.
fancy to be leaking all over all these, well-to-do people's suits. This is the maxed out.
Yeah.
This is the Dubai cookie of Italian beefs, man. I was just doing it all. You can't eat this every day. It's too expensive. But it is very delicious. I don't know. It is definitely an Italian beef. I don't know if it truly qualifies because it isn't messy enough. It's not gross enough. It is too beautiful. It almost takes it out of the running.
Is it even dipped?
No. It is delicious though. This is definitely one of the more flavorful, delicious ones I've had. Crazy to spend this type of money. I mean, I'm not in that tax bracket, but
You gotta respect the elevated nature of it. I think what makes an Italian beef is that it's a cheap cut of meat.
this is a cool experience. It's almost not fair to judge this against all the other Italian beefs. This is its own thing. It's in its own arena, and it's crushing in that arena, and it's delicious.
In a vacuum, is it the best one we've had?
Yes. I think in terms of just pure flavor in a vacuum, yeah, I would say so. It's that good.
The cheese adds.
The cheese makes it. Go definitely spring the $5 for that cheese, 100%. Everything about it, everything's pretty clean.
So what's our final rankings, I guess, while we're here?
Flavor-wise, I'm going this as the top dog. Number 2, Els was number 2, then Bari, then Portillo's. That's right. That's what I gotta go with. Check out Johnny's out in the burbs, though. That's my real number 1.
But in terms of value, I feel like Al's would be the number 1 easy bang for your buck.
Okay, I think after a full day of dripping sandwiches, spicy giardiniera, and way too many napkins, I think we found some of the best places that Chicago, at least downtown Chicago, has to offer when it comes to Italian beef sandwiches. And more than anything, I feel like it showed me how Italian beef sandwiches is a bit more than just a sandwich. There's like a whole culture wrapped around it. And even in the loop where things can get really chainy with the restaurants, there's always still room for the flavor of blue collar. Speaking of which, Corey's going to be featured in this season's mag with a full spread of where to go in Chicago, from bites to drinks to even sights. Whether you're new to Chicago or you're someone seasoned like me, it's a pretty cool list to see some new things to do in the city. So if you like this video and you want to see what else Corey recommends, consider checking out this season's mag that's out for pre-order right now.